Good evening. It's volleyball here on JCTV. Thanks for being with us. Tonight, the Lady Vikings welcome Missouri Baptist University to Joe Ellen Stringer Court. It's the JV squad tonight for MOBap here in Hillsboro. Vikings on your right, MOBap on your left in the pink jerseys, and Jeffco sporting the newer red jerseys with white sleeves. Jeffco 6-5 on the season, and Missouri Baptist JV is 1-6, just about ready to go, and MOBap will have the serve first with Bree Whittington. And the first point of the night for Jeffco. The kill there from Marketa Ilitskova, the sophomore from the Czech Republic. 1-0 Vikings, and now Jeffco will have the serve. It's Haley Richardson with it. She's a freshman from O'Fallon, Missouri. Block there from Jeffco, and then Ilitskova, her attempts denied, and first point of the night for MOBap, 1-1. Early on here in the first set, first team to win 3 sets wins the match. It's a best of 5. And 25 points wins a set, except for in the fifth, 15 points could take that. You do have to win by 2, as many of you already know. And there's a big spike just inside the back corner. 2-1 Jeffco. That was Martina Marashinska with that kill. And now with the ball for the Lady Vikings, Mary Grace Masters. She is the libero. That's why you see her wearing the blue shirt instead of the red and white jersey. And the libero plays at the back. There's no limit on the amount that player can be subbed in or out of the game. And that was a point Jeffco, 3-1. So Masters will have the serve again. She's a freshman from Wentzville. And we saw her last game we broadcast with several digs for the team. She's often back there in the backcourt diving for that ball to keep it alive, and that one's deflected, and MOBap won't get there. 4-1. Lady Vikings lead by 3 early on. So at the start of play tonight, Mary Grace Masters, who you see again, led the team in digs with 294. And the closest other Viking is Cameron Bellinger with 142. So Mary Grace Masters leading by almost 150 digs on this Jeffco squad. You saw another point there for the Vikings. It's 5-1. Can't keep it alive. Ball goes to MOBap and the point. It's 5-2. So the Spartans will take over. And this is Haley Townsend for Missouri Baptist. Masters. And it's set up for Alex Seeley. She's a freshman. And there's Marashinska. Tori Wasser got in the way of that one initially for the Spartans. Into the backcourt for MOBap, that's a point. It's 5-3. So Townsend will have the serve again. And there it falls again for MOBap. They've cut the lead to 1. It's 5-4 Jeffco. Cameron Bellinger, for Jeffco, backed up and set that into the air, but none of the other Vikings could get to it. And there's Bellinger again. And Richardson's attempt is wide left, out of bounds. So we're all tied up at 5-5. After jumping out to a quick lead, MOBap has come back to tie it. And Townsend will serve again. And that was tipped. It was out of bounds, but tipped by Missouri Baptist, so it's a point for Jefferson. We'll have a couple of substitutions, and it's 6-5 Jeffco. Lady Vikings with the serve. Alexandria Pierce will have it. She's a sophomore from right down the road in Festus. And that can't get across, so 6-6. Spartans will get it, and they'll sub in a few players. One of those, Shannon Alley. And it looks to be Naomi Rosado with the serve. She's a freshman. Dig there from Pierce. She dove to get it, and Jeffco gets the point. So 7-6. And coming in to take the serve for the Lady Vikings, it's Lucia Barach. She's a sophomore from Croatia. She's one of the setters on this Lady Vikings team. Whistle, point Jeffco. Two-hit violation on Missouri Baptist, so it's 8-6. Barach will have the serve again. She leads the team in assists at the start of play with 196. And another point for Jeffco again, deflection there off the fingertips of the Spartans. So here's Barach again with the serve with a 9-6 lead. Masters will send it into the air, and that's China Anderson for Jeffco. But the point for MOBap out of bounds there. So it's 9-7. Here's the serve from the Spartans and Mary Grace Graff. And that was out of bounds on Missouri Baptist. So a point for Jeffco. It's 10-7, 3-point lead. Alex Seeley will have the serve. She's a freshman from Lebanon, Tennessee. And that one right into the net. So the Spartans will get it. Mary Kraus will have it. She's a sophomore. Spartans trail by 2, 10-8 here. We have a slight delay. Looks like one of the officials talking things over with head coach Ida Steiger of the Vikings. I'm not sure what the delay is, and then now he'll go to the Missouri Baptist bench. Now we're ready to go. It's, like I said, 10-8, MOBap with it. A set by Masters. And quickly returned, but just short of the net. Tori Wasser for MOBap decided to lay off, landed on the wrong side for the Spartans. So it's 11-8. Jeffco looks to have the ball. We'll see. Looks to be the case. Cameron Bellinger, the freshman from Florissant, will have the serve with the Vikings leading 11-8. Blocked at the front of the net. Iletskova and Marashinska. So 12-8, Vikings lead by 4. Bellinger will serve again. Soft touch was returned by Jeffco, and now Masters sends it over. Marashinska will get the kill there, as Wasser couldn't do much with that. So 13-8 Vikings. Bellinger will have it again. And another block at the front. Iletskova and Richardson, that one. So the Vikings jump out to a quick lead. MOBap ties it, and now the Vikings extend the lead to 14-8. And that one off the fingertips. So a point for Missouri Baptist. It's 14-9. Spartans will get it. Bree Whittington going back for the serve. Masters has to come up to get the dig as Iletskova got out of the way, and then that's too far. So it's 14-10, Jeffco. And Richardson's attempt is deflected at the front. Wasser was there, as well as another Spartan. So 14-11. MOBap will hang on to it. Whittington will still have it. She can't get it over that time, so turnover. And here comes Jeffco. Haley Richardson will do the serving this time around. And they won't get to that, and hopefully Whittington there's all right. She fell over the chair and looks to be okay, but nice kill from Marashinska. And she put something on that one, and MOBap could not answer. Makes it 16-11. Jeffco leads by 5. Here's Richardson. And Marashinska's attempt that time out of bounds, too far. So it's 16-12. And here's Tori Wasser for the Spartans. And that out of bounds, just over the line. So MOBap will hang on and gets another point. It's 16-13. 16-14. Essentially the same play back-to-back for Jeffco. First player with a touch, and then it goes out. So Missouri Baptist has cut the lead to just 1. It's 16-15. Wasser will have it again. Wasser returns that attempt from Marashinska. And there's Richardson. The tip over, the Vikings are able to answer, and they do get it across. Good possession here for both squads. And Iletskova ends it. 17-15, the Vikings will get it back. Here's Masters. Out of bounds. Point Vikings. They lead it by 3, 18-15. Jeffco's won 2 straight. They took the last 2 at the Illinois Central Tournament over the weekend of September 12th and 13th. They beat Vincennes and Rend Lake to get those 2 wins and improve their record to 6-5. Nice play, Marashinska, to go out and return it. And then a block from Alex Seeley. Way into the rafters from the libero Kraus, and MOBap's able to successfully get it over the net. And a strong attempt, but too much on it from Martina Marashinska to give the ball back to the Spartans. So it's 18-16 now. Jeffco with a 2-point lead. And the libero Kraus, Mary Kraus, will check out. And it looks to be Haley Townsend who will have the serve, with the Vikings leading by 2. a 4-hit violation there. So 18-17, MOBap hangs on. Townsend will have it again. Out of bounds in favor of Jeffco on that play. So Lady Vikings up by 2, 19-17. Here's Alexandria Pierce. Pierce backs up to dig that. And then Richardson just to the right of the line, out of bounds. So the close first set will continue here late into the first now. Jeffco leads it by 1, 19-18. Naomi Rosado will have it. Misdirection there from Poole, Rachel Poole, and then a block from Poole and Seeley. We'll have a whistle and a point for Jeffco, a double hit called there on the Spartans. So Lady Vikings back up by 2, 20-18. We'll have a couple of subs. Barach will come in for Jeffco. Poole will check out. And China Anderson also recently re-entered the game. So here's the sophomore, Barach. And it's mishandled, point Jeffco. So it's 21-18. That's out. Another point for the Vikings, 22-18. The Vikings are 3 away from taking this first set, but first we'll have a timeout. Jefferson leads at 22-18 late in the first set. And Jeffco has the serve. Lucia Barach with it. And that will get out right in front of the scorer's table, point Jeffco, after MOBap initially made contact. So 23-18. And that one right into the net from Barach. So the Lady Spartans will take over, trailing 23-19. And Graff has the serve. And that makes it set point for the Vikings. It's 24-19. One more will take set number 1. Seeley will be the server on this possession. Block there, and in favor of Jeffco. So, Lady Vikings will take set number 1, 25-19. They lead the match 1-0, and we'll be right back. It's about time for set number 2. Vikings won the first 25-19. They'll have the ball. Cameron Bellinger, the freshman, will have the serve. Out of bounds on MOBap. Point number 1 goes to the Lady Vikings, 1-0. So Bellinger, a freshman from Florissant, attended Incarnate Word High School. And there she has the serve again. That one finds its way over. And Badach sets up Marashinska to get the second point for the Lady Vikings, 2-0. The next home game for Jeffco will be September 22nd. Lewis and Clark will be here for a 6 o'clock start. Monday, September 22nd. And then that same week, Wednesday, September 24th, East Central is here for 6:30 start. Another point, Lady Vikings. They've jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead in the second set. Vikings will have a pretty long road stretch then from September 25th through October 17th. That's when they come back home to face MSU West Plains here at 5 o'clock. You can find the full schedule at jeffco.edu. Off the hands of Missouri Baptist, specifically Bree Whittington. So it's 4-0 Jeffco. So another serve for Bellinger. Valiant attempt, and somehow they get it over. I didn't see that happening. And then that one will find the court for the Vikings' 5th point of the second set, 5-0. That was a nice play from the Spartans libero, Mary Kraus, the player you see in the blue, not the pink. As we've said, the libero wearing a different jersey for each team. And that's blocked. 6-0. We'll have a timeout. Vikings up quickly, 6-0 in the second. There's freshman Cameron Bellinger, and she's ready for her 7th consecutive serve as the Vikings have rattled off 6 straight to begin this second set. And huge kill there from Jeffco. Put something on that, it's 7-0. Simply mishandled. Katie Green for Missouri Baptist. So that makes it 8-0. Shot there from Ilitskova. MOBap couldn't do anything with that one. 9-0 Jeffco in the second set. Out of bounds. 10-0 Vikings. Timeout. MOBap's gonna want to talk things over after the on-fire start by Jeffco. We've seen a lot of Cameron Bellinger in this second set, and we'll see some more as the Vikings have rattled off 10 straight to start things here, and Bellinger's had the serve each time. Richardson there, and we'll get a whistle, and the first point of the night goes to MOBap. Might have been a net violation there on Jeffco. So it's 10-1. MOBap will see its first serve of the second set. And that was Wasser. Big kill there, waiting for the signal. Looking at the line judge. And the point eventually will be awarded to Missouri Baptist. Out of bounds is the call there. So it's 10-2. Tori Wasser yet again. Richardson with the tip to keep MOBap guessing, but they successfully return. And Marashinska is blocked, but a tip on Missouri Baptist, so the point does go in favor of Jefferson College. It's 11-2. Lady Vikings will get the ball back with Haley Richardson as the server. And Missouri Baptist will have to do some work to get it across, and they do, as that one deflected toward the back of the gym, and soft touch from Elit Skova. Falls between a couple of Spartans. Back to a 10-point lead for Jeffco. It's 12-2. Marashinska will get it back after the initial contact. And ooh, that one got Mary Grace Masters in the face. Looked to be off the hand of Bellinger there. She's going to stay in there. It's a point for Missouri Baptist on that one, 12-3, and they've got it back. There's Haley Townsend. And that's a point for Jeffco as it hits the rod on top of the net. So 13-3. Here's Masters. Out of bounds. Jeffco 14, MOBap 3 here in the second set. Vikings won the first, 25-19. Looking to go up 2-0. Another one that's too far. 15-13 Jeffco. And Masters again. Nice effort. And again, diving was Whittington. And a player down, that's Katie Green, but she's up. And she's walking slowly, so hope she's okay, but obviously she's coming out of this one. So Rosado will come in as the substitute for Green, and she'll get a round of applause. It's 15-3 now. And yeah, actually we're going to need that call from the official, and we're ready to go. It's Masters. The Vikings got their hands on that, but it's a point for the Spartans. And we'll have some subs come in. So that makes it 15-4. Missouri Baptist will have the serve. And right away that was tipped, so right away another point for Missouri Baptist. 10-point lead for Jeffco. It's 15-5. The block attempt was unsuccessful, so 15-6. Naomi Rosato will have the serve again. And Vikings not able to do much there. Masters and Poole almost collided. So it's 15-7. And there's a nice spike and kill from Alex Seeley of the Vikings. So it's 16-7. Pierce, the sophomore, has it. Block from Jeffco. We'll have a whistle. Point for Jeffco, a foul there on the Lady Spartans. And Madeline Smith of MOBap looks like she might have taken an elbow to the nose or something of that nature. So seen a few players get a little banged up tonight. And a whistle. A double hit called on the Spartans. So it's 18-7 now in favor of the Lady Vikings in the second set. Off the hands of Richardson, way into the rafters, and now calling everyone off is Pierce. Richardson saves that with the dig. And the block not enough. So Vikings again lead by 10. It's 18-8. Peyton Anderson will have it. As Missouri Baptist gets the serve back. Nice misdirection, but the Spartans are ready. Masters sets it. And then there's Richardson, and it just clips the net, but gets over. Nice block. Alex Seeley, China Anderson, both up front for Jeffco. So it's 19-8. Lady Vikings will get the serve back with Lucia Barach. And there's a point for MOBap. No Vikings in the area. So 19-9. Kraus will have the serve. Barach will set up Richardson. Whistle, point, MOBap, a two-hit violation on Jefferson College. So 19-10. Vikings lead by 9, but MOBap will hang on to it, and they got the point. But not that time. Alex Seeley was there. So Vikings 20, Spartans 10. Jeffco will have the serve. It will be Seeley, the 5'11" freshman. Outside hitter, here it is. Can't get it over. So the score is 20-11 in favor of Jeffco. Here come Missouri Baptist with Bree Whittington. And that hit the court. That was Elit Skova for Jeffco with the kill. So back to a 10-point lead, 21-11. Bellinger will have the serve. Returned by Kraus after the hard spike from Richardson. And there's Kraus again. Wasser's attempt blocked by Elit Skova and Richardson. So the Vikings get another one, will retain possession, leading 22-11. So Vikings are 3 points away from taking the second as well. Another block, but that one spins and lands in the Vikings' half of the court. So MOBap will get it back, trailing by 10, 22-12. And Tori Wasser, again, gets it over. And that one's tipped, and then way out of bounds, so point Jeffco, 23-12. Haley Richardson will take the ball for the Vikings. Misdirection, but it's handled quickly. That was Poole. And now Poole will set it for Ilet Skova. This time it's Poole for Marashinska. And that was tipped by Kraus and the Spartans. So it's set point for Jeffco. It's 24-12. And Richardson will attempt to close it out for Jeffco. A lot of contact up front, but no call. Now a nice fingertip misdirection from Iletskova, and then a block by Poole, and Poole will finish it off for Jeffco. But no, as it often happens, we get excited, and then the call goes the other way. It looked to be a two-hit violation. So it's not over yet here in the second. It's 24-13. And then Poole sets up Iletskova, and quickly we get the result we wanted. Vikings take the second, 25-13, and lead this one 2-0 over Missouri Baptist JV squad. We're just about ready for the third set. The Vikings lead the match 2-0 and could close it out here with a win in the third. MOBap had the ball first, and a nice return there from Whittington. Richardson with that one, but it was returned. And a kill for Marashinska, and another assist for Barach. So Jeffco jumps on top 1-0, and Haley Richardson will be the server. Into the net, 1-1. MOBap grabs a point. We'll get it right back. Wasser will have it. And Iletskova gets the point for Jeffco. It's 2-1. So Marketa Iletskova, 6 feet 2 inches tall. She comes here from the Czech Republic. And a violation there on the Spartans, a double hit. So Jeffco gets the point, it's 3-1. Mary Grace Masters with the serve. Too far. So it's a 1-point Jeffco lead, 3-2. Haley Townsend will have the serve. Quickly blocked, but it goes the Vikings' way. So it's 4-2. Jeffco will get it back. Pierce will have the serve. And there was Anderson, but MOBap answers. Nice misdirection, though, from Rachel Poole. Freshman from Marble Hill, Missouri. She makes it 5-2. Richardson blocked, but right there to get the turnaround. And we'll have a whistle, and it goes Jeffco's way. looked to be a net violation there on the Spartans. So it's a 4-point lead, Lady Vikings, 6-2 here in the third set. Vikings won the first 25-19, and they took the second 25-13. And Anderson's attempt into the net. So 6-3, Jeffco. Rosado will have it for the Spartans. Anderson with the tip, and it's good. 7-3, Lady Vikings. Men's soccer also in session. You can find out more information about the men's team at jeffco.edu. Still several home games on the schedule throughout September and October. And if you haven't been to our website in a while, you'll notice the new look. It looks great. New redesign, easier to navigate. That's a point for MOBap. And if you're looking for the athletic info, there'll be a menu at the top toolbar there. Just put your mouse over that and you can find all the info you want about Vikings athletics. It's 7-4 now. Missouri Baptist will have the serve with Peyton Anderson. And that might have been going out, but Kraus got her hand on it, and it's a point for Jeffco. So 8-4. And that sets up Alex Seeley with the serving duties. Barach comes in to save it, and then Iletskova gets it over. And no one can get there for Jeffco, as Missouri Baptist put that in the back corner. So it's 8-5. Jefferson leads by 3. But the Spartans will have the serve, and it's Mary Kraus. That one off the net. Out of bounds, point for Jeffco. 9-5. Bellinger with the serve. And Iletskova's attempt is deflected. MOBap will get it over. And Marashinska with a nice kill, finding the portion of the court she needed to make that happen. MOBap converged but couldn't get there. So 10-5. Lady Vikings lead it. Cameron Bellinger again. Vikings somehow keep that going, but we will have a whistle, and it is a point for Jeffco. So that was a back row violation, it looked to be, on the Spartans. So 11-5, and Bellinger again. Big block. Iletskova, 12-5. Bellinger just couldn't get there. So Missouri Baptist will get it back. Jeffco leads 12-6. This will be Bree Whittington. Richardson with a powerful kill off the fingertips of the Missouri Baptist attackers. So it's 13-6. Richardson goes back for the serve. Here it is, and Baptist gets a hand on it. And a whistle, and another point for the Lady Vikings. So it's 14-6, and Richardson is just about ready. And another foul on Missouri Baptist. That time it was a double hit. And we'll have a timeout. Vikings lead it 15-6 and are looking to take this one home in a sweep. Haley Richardson will have the serve after the timeout. It's 15-6. Jeffco. And another whistle. Another point for Jeffco. Again, a double hit called on the Spartans. So several violations here late for Missouri Baptist, which has helped Jeffco out and helped the Vikings to a 16-6 lead. Good possession here. We'll keep it going. Iletskova ends it. Vikings come away with the point after a long possession, 17-6. Wait for a player to tie her shoe. And now we're ready. MOBap gets it right back. So it's 17-7. 10-point lead for the Vikings. Here is Tori Wasser. And we'll have a whistle. Double hit on Jeffco. So 17-8, Wasser again. Vikings keep it alive after the misdirection fooled them. And that time, nothing doing for Jefferson. So 17-9. And another serve coming from Wasser. Marashinska gets the kill. 18-9. Vikings get the ball. Mary Grace Masters, the libero, will have the serve. And another one into the net for the Vikings. 2 in a row. So Haley Townsend will take the ball for the Lady Spartans. They trail 18-10. And Richardson does get it across, kind of mishit it, it looked to be, and then another quick hit there from Seeley. Masters digs it, and there's Marashinska, lobs it over. Masters couldn't do much with it, got some fingertips on that, but it's a point for Missouri Baptist, I believe. Yes, they'll keep the ball. So it's 18-11. And a whistle and another double hit on Jeffco. So a player contacted the ball twice, point MOBap. It's 18-12. And Townsend again. And that one off the fists of Townsend, point for the Vikings, 19-12. We'll see who has the serve this time. Looks to be Alexandria Pierce, the sophomore from Festus. Have a substitution for Missouri Baptist. And another point for MOBap. A 4-hit violation on Jeffco. So 4 players hit it. You can only have 3, of course. So it's 19-13. Vikings still with the lead, but Missouri Baptist gets it back, and what a dig from Pierce to come in and get the ball when no one else was around, and then another double hit called on Missouri Baptist. So Vikings will get it back, leading 20-13. And Lucia Barach has it. And there's a nice serve from Barach. And it's going to be an ace, as the first player got a hand on it, but Demi Armstrong could not catch up. So 21-13 for the Vikings late in the 3rd set. Vikings lead the match 2-0, so they're looking for 4 more points and the sweep here. Out of bounds. 22-13. Barach yet again. And she can't get back to that. So point for Missouri Baptist. It's 22-15, or 14, excuse me. And the Spartans will have it with Peyton Anderson as the server. That call will go Missouri Baptist's way. It was out of bounds. So it's 22-15. And there's a big block. MOBap needed that to keep things going here, because the Vikings only need 3 more. But that makes it 22-16. And the misdirection just didn't work. Richardson couldn't get a good handle on it, couldn't get enough air under the ball. So Missouri Baptist making things interesting. Here comes 22-17 is the score. That one's returned, but out of bounds. So the Vikings will get it back. 23-17 is the mark here late in the 3rd set. Vikings need 2 more. It hits the line. It's just out of bounds. So that makes it 23-18. Mary Krause with it. And there's a big kill from Pierce. That will make it set point and match point. Vikings will have a couple of substitutions, one of which is Cameron Bellinger, who will have the serve. A whistle. MOBap stays alive. So a violation there on Jefferson. That makes it 24-19. It's still set point and match point for Jeffco, but Missouri Baptist will get another shot with the serve and Bree Whittington. Bit of a miscommunication, but Vikings return it. Barach will have to come in after the tip. Marashinska gets the point. And that does it. Nice kill from Marashinska to close this one out. Vikings win in the sweep 3-0 and improve their record to 7-5 overall on the year. Thanks for being here, everyone. I'm Matt Keeney, and I will see you later.